Mr. Sims doesn't want it. He doesn't need to be labeled still worthy of being a Baird man. What the hell is that? What is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates, save your hide. Anything short of that, we're gonna burn you at the stake? Well, gentlemen, when the shit hits the fan, some guys run and some guys stay. Here's Charlie facing the fire, and there's George hiding in Big Daddy's pocket. And what are you doing? You're gonna reward George and destroy Charlie. This is such a crock of shit.
Are you finished, Mr. Slade?
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
What's happening, guys? Supernova here, back with another video, and this is gonna be a little bit spicy, because I am actually physically annoyed with some of the motherfuckers I've been getting into it with Twitter this morning. And what is it regarding? It's regarding me saying that Halo Infinite at launch is not a finished, complete game, and them and them trying to say that it is. And not only that it is, even though it's missing features and modes, but that it's okay to release it like that. And I just don't fucking understand these people. I don't understand how the same people who complained about charging $20 for additional content, not the same content, but additional content in a fucking game, now say it's perfectly fine to pay full price for a game that is missing modes and features at launch. Are you fucking kidding me? You cannot make this shit up. You really can't. The same fucking people going around saying, how dare they? I feel like fucking Greta Thunberg.
How dare you?
How dare they charge you $20 for extra content? Are the same people saying, huh? What's that, Uncle Phil? You want to charge us full price for part of a game? No, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Thanks, Uncle Phil. We love paying full price for only parts of a game. We love paying full price for unfinished, incomplete games. Fucking pieces of shit. I literally had some dude on Twitter say, well, single player and multiplayer's finished, so it's okay. And it's like, no, it's fucking not. What, because the modes that you care about are finished? It's okay, or at least the modes that you think are finished? Because last time I checked, we haven't seen any fucking gameplay footage of Halo campaign. But let's assume, just for this hypothetical scenario, that multiplayer and single player are 100% finished, done, polished, in the can, ready to go. Because the modes that you care about are finished, it's okay to release the game and sell it at full price. You selfish piece of shit. You selfish fucking piece of shit. What about people like Solid Rev, who give a shit about campaign co-op? Because that's the memories he had with his son playing Halo as his first video game, and them playing campaign co-op together. He doesn't get to have that experience with his son now with Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite won't have it at launch. So what? Fuck him, right? Fuck Solid Rev. Fuck Solid Rev and everything Solid Rev gives a fuck about. Your modes are good to go. Are you what the fuck is wrong with you? That's the problem. That's one of the problems we have with gaming and gamers right now, is selfish cocksuckers like you, whoever you are who's watching this video, who said dumb shit like that. You're a selfish cocksucker, and you can go fuck yourself. You really can, because it isn't just about you. And even if the shit that you liked is ready to go, that doesn't excuse Xbox selling an unfinished, incomplete game and selling it for full price. And I already know there's gonna be a bunch of you motherfuckers like, well, Supernova, that's what I have Game Pass for. No, you dumb motherfucker. You have Game Pass for games. So you're telling me that you pay monthly for incomplete, unfinished games. That's what you pay Xbox every month for. You pay Xbox every month for a service for you to get incomplete, unfinished games. Unfucking acceptable. And this is something that happens all the time. If there's a game that comes out and the Metacritic isn't great, or it turns out not to be a great game, that's okay. That's what I pay for Game Pass for. A game comes out and it's an unfinished, incomplete game, that's okay. That's what I pay for Game Pass for. Game Pass is supposed to be a service that is providing you great gaming experiences. It's not supposed to be a service that's a safety net in the event that those games are garbage or unfinished and incomplete. But that's one of the problems that we have, is people act like it's a safety net, and they use it as an excuse to excuse the quality of games, or to excuse the state of the games that are released into it. So I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if you want to say, oh, well, I pay for Game Pass, so it's okay that the game is not finished or incomplete. No, it is not okay that the game is not finished or incomplete. And I say, they should have delayed this game. Yes, they should have delayed it. I don't give a shit if they delayed it 3 months. I don't give a shit if they delayed it 6 months. I don't give a shit if they delayed it a year. If it is not ready, it is not ready. I am super excited for Horizon Forbidden West. I really was looking forward to playing that this holiday. Unfortunately, it got bumped to 2022. Is it a bummer? Yes, of course it's a bummer. I wanted to play it now. But I understand it wasn't finished. And I'd rather them delay the fucking game and then give it to me when it's fucking ready. For all you fucking Xbox apologists, Halo fucking super fanboys out there that are making excuses for this shit, can you imagine if Horizon Forbidden West did release now and then said, by the way, the campaign is done, but there's a few modes and features we promised you that won't be there at launch. You're gonna have to wait, I don't know, 3 to 6 months to get those. Do you think it would be acceptable to sell that game right now and at full price? I guarantee you, you'd be saying no. And I guarantee you, if they did that you would be roasting the ever-loving shit out of it, and you would be giving every PlayStation fanboy who was defending it a hard fucking time. So why are you doing the exact same thing with Halo Infinite? The other thing is because of assholes like you. These companies think it's okay to sell us games that aren't complete, to sell us games that aren't finished. You are the one that's causing that shit to happen. You. I had some motherfucker on Twitter say, well, delay the game 3 months. Why? For modes that 90% of gamers aren't going to use? Yes, because even if only 10% of gamers use those are modes and features they promised for the game that should be there day one. And if they aren't, that means the game's not finished. If they aren't, that means the game's not complete. I don't give a fuck that the modes that only you care about are ready. It is not okay. It is not acceptable. You should be going to Xbox and demanding that they delay the game until it's ready. The other thing is, how do you review a game when it's missing content? How do you give this game a score when it's missing modes and features? You fucking can't. If you think that whatever Metacritic score they give this game, missing campaign co-op and Forge mode, is accurate, or is something that we should give a shit about? No. And anyone who does review this game, missing modes and features, fucking shame on them. This game should not get reviewed by anybody, at least anybody in the industry. If YouTubers want to review the game, whatever. But there should be nobody in the industry, not a single journalist, who reviews this game until it is complete. Bottom line. But that's not going to happen. So you're going to get Metacritics for Halo Infinite, even though it's not the full fucking game. That's another thing that I have a huge fucking problem with. Because we shouldn't be getting reviews for incomplete games. That's like getting a review for Avengers Endgame, even though no one's seen the final act yet. How do you review that movie, not knowing how it ends? Same shit. How do you review a game when the whole game is not there. You can't fucking do it. And again, the main point, the bottom line is it is unacceptable to sell this game incomplete, especially for full price. And for people that are making excuses for it, or for the people who are saying it's okay, you are absolutely in-fucking-correct, and you are part of the goddamn problem. Part of the fucking problem. I don't understand where all these fucking people came from, who are just like, nah, I love getting bent over and having dick shoved up my ass. I'd love it when these companies just fucking ram me. Fucking no lube, just fucking... Oh, love it, Uncle Phil. Oh, feels so good, Uncle Phil. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. The thing is, as Xbox gamers, as Halo fans, or so you proclaim to be, you should be demanding that the game that you get this December be the absolute highest quality, complete, polished piece of gaming it could possibly be. That's what I want from every game that gets released from any of these publishers. I want the highest quality, polished, complete game it could possibly be. Why you don't want the same, why you don't demand the same is beyond me. I do not understand it. And to you smartasses out there that want to be like, well, The Last of Us Part 2 didn't have multiplayer, and they charged full price, and I didn't see anyone crying about that. First of all, they told us way ahead of time that The Last of Us Part 2 would not have multiplayer. Not that multiplayer is delayed, but that it would not have multiplayer. That it would be a single-player only game, and that multiplayer was being expanded into its own thing. So it's not the same as campaign co-op coming later, because campaign co-op was promised for the game. They never promised us multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of us assumed it would be there simply because the first game had it, but it was not guaranteed to be there. They never told us it would be there. So it not being there is not the same as campaign co-op being pushed for 6 fucking months. Not the same at all. Not even close. I also find it ironic how that's something that you expect gamers to have been upset about, right? According to you, gamers should have been upset about multiplayer that was never promised in the game not being there. According to you, they should have been upset about that, but they shouldn't be upset about campaign co-op and Forge not being there at launch because it's gonna come eventually. The fuck out of here. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with it. And for the people that want to say it is complete, I'll ask you the same thing I asked this asshole on Twitter. If you get paid $1,000 a week, that's your salary, $1,000 a week, and your boss comes up to you on payday, hands you a check for $700 and says, the other $300, well, you're going to get $150 in 3 months, and then you'll get the last $150 in about 6 months. Did you get your full paycheck that day? And I don't want to hear twists or, well, that's not the same. No, answer the fucking question. If your salary is $1,000 a week and your paycheck is only $700 and your boss says that you'll get the rest later, did you get your full paycheck on payday? If the answer is no, then you are not getting the full Halo Infinite game on launch. Period. End of fucking story. End of story. And for people that say it's not a big deal to wait for those features, well then hey, it's not a big deal to wait for the game. If it's not a big deal to wait 3 or 6 months for those additional features, then it's not a big deal to delay the game 3 or 6 months till everything is ready. Right? It's not a big deal, guys. If you can wait for those, you can wait for the game. What's the big deal? What's the big fucking deal? And I got this motherfucker on Twitter that said this. Ready for this? You guys bitching about Xbox having no games, making up fake numbers like Xbox has no AAA games in 715 days. Microsoft finally going to release something, still complain that the game is not finished, but clearly it is. How it clearly is, I have no fucking idea. But clearly it is. So what do you want, my dude? I want finished games. Clearly it is. Except for the fact that it isn't, right? Clearly it is, but it isn't, right? You go to a restaurant, you order a steak, the steak's supposed to come with 2 sides, and you get your steak and you're missing the sides, and you say, yo, where the fuck are my sides? And they say, oh, I'm sorry, the sides are gonna be about another hour. Did you get your full meal? Is the meal clearly finished and in front of you? No, your 2 sides are in the fucking kitchen, still being cooked. But this motherfucker, again, I don't understand where these people come from that are so willing to let these companies just fuck them. So willing to pay extra money for shit that's not there. Right? Like, this motherfucker would gladly go into a store and be like, hey, what's the price tag on that? $20. Hey, let me give you 40. It doesn't matter that it's only worth 20. I'll give you 40 because I don't mind spending extra money. I don't give a shit. Again, the same people that said, how dare they charge you $20 for extra content are like, we don't give a fuck paying full price for part of a game. Man, I'm fucking fed up with this shit. I'm fed up with all the gamers on every fucking side who makes excuses for these companies when they obviously abuse us, obviously do shit that is not okay. And it's not. And I don't give a fuck. This isn't because it's Xbox. This isn't because it's Halo. I don't give a shit who the publisher is. I don't give a shit what console the game is for. I don't give a shit what the game is. If the game is releasing and they're charging full price for it while not having all of the modes and features promised for the game, well, then they can go fuck themselves and they better delay that shit. I demand better. I expect better. This reminds me of that fucking Bill Burr bit about Subway.
Like I walk in, hey, let me get a turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye with mayonnaise. The guy behind the counter's like, all right, turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye. Yeah, and mayonnaise. Oh, the mayonnaise is it's right over there. Really? Why don't you fucking go over there and put it on my sandwich? You get it? I'm on this side of the register. Guy who orders the sandwich, guy who fucking makes the sandwich. You get it? I'm sorry they fired the mayonnaise guy, but I'm not doing it. I just gave you 100% of the money to make 100% of the sandwich.
I paid 100% of the money for 100% of the game. And if you're not gonna give me 100% of the game, well then you can fuck off and you ain't getting my money until the game is there. The problem is, you have people like these pieces of shit that are like, we don't mind. We'll pay full price for part of the game. It's okay because we don't give a shit. Why? I don't know. Is it because they're so desperate to have a game? Is that why? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. I'm at a loss for words for where people come from who willingly let companies fuck them. Who willingly let companies abuse them. I don't get it. I don't get it. And you know what? I never will. Maybe it's because I'm the old guard. Maybe it's because I'm an OG gamer. Maybe it's because I'm not part of this fucking Fortnite TikTok spending $600,000 a year on fucking skins and emojis fucking generation. Maybe that's the problem. But all I know is that this is bullshit. And fuck Xbox. And fuck the fans who are making excuses for this. Xbox should not be doing this. Xbox should 100% be delaying the game. It is an absolute middle finger to us as gamers for Xbox to release this game at full price with missing content and features. I don't give a shit that Game Pass is an option. Shame on them for doing that to us. And fuck everybody who says it's okay. And because I don't want this video to be any longer than it already is, because I don't even know how fucking long it is, I'm just yelling into a fucking microphone like a madman. My neighbors must be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? My face must be fucking red because I can feel the heat I can feel like the heat coming off of my head from fucking screaming. I'm sure my blood pressure is out of fucking control. But anyway, oh shit. Like I said, I'm gonna end the video here, and that's all I got for you guys on this one. Fuck. Well, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you agree with what I said, or do you think that there is no problem releasing an incomplete game at full price at launch? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next Supernova.